Okay, so Twitch, Outlast. So I'll just do the whole thing again. So
You don't have to do all of it again, but
okay, I don't know how much got through. Well,
you got
Twitch.
through most of it. But then you asked me what I was going to broadcast on Twitch, but then I
Okay,
don't have anything, so you might as well just cut that.
fair enough. Gone. That's out.
I didn't have any specific ideas.
Okay. No worries. Well, I'm gonna have to edit this tomorrow night. Jesus. Take a while. So yeah, I mean, Outlast is pretty good. I mean, it's just it's not. It is pretty scary, and there's some kind of real moments in it, which is like, fuck, that's pretty cool. But the fact that you can't beat these monsters just means you kind of run away, and it just gets really frustrating really quickly sometimes. Which
I wouldn't
people
be able to play
really
that
get.
game at all. I would not be able to play it.
Yeah, you would. You
I
say
would.
stuff like that. Yeah, you
I,
would.
I wouldn't. I've seen the stream, and it unsettles me. I don't like it.
Have you watched all of it?
Not all of it. I've seen large sections of it. Yeah.
Yeah, there were some bits like when I was getting like proper chased by like those group of people. I think the first time I did it, I died, and I had to keep pushing stuff in front of the door, and I was really legging it. That was really great. And then there was a bit where I like jumped over a massive gap, and they were like, "We'll come and get you," and I was like, "It's over, thank God." And I walked out again, and then they'd come around the other side. I was like, "Ah, oh my God, go, go, go!" That was pretty cool, that bit.
Absolutely no, thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but so that's Twitch. Yeah, we're going to start trying to put up as much as possible with that.
Yep.
And also on that, there was a bit of me playing Watch Dogs, which I've completed now. So I thought it was okay. I mean, Bubba, you've been playing it. How far are you through now? Have you done any more since last we spoke?
I think I'm on the. I think I'm on the third chapter,
Okay.
and I'm at the bit where I don't know if I can say the spoiler.
Well, yeah.
I'm at the bit.
I'm just putting my fingers in my ears. Go for it.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
I'm at the bit where you have the drinking game, and yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I am.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
from there
Is
on.
it safe yet?
Yeah, it's
safe.
That's not really a spoiler. Like, you can do that as side missions.
Oh, I didn't know that. See how much I want the game to end? I just want it to end. I just want to play through it.
That character is like pretty integral to the rest of the story.
Okay.
But it's yeah, I mean, I'd say you've still got a few good hours in there left. But
fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean, I did a whole day of playing it off my Vita, actually streaming from the console, whilst my other half was watching. This is going off on a tangent, but was watching The L Word. And has anyone seen The L Word or know about it or anything?
No, it sounds like something I would avoid.
Oh God, it's fucking atrocious, terrible. No consistency, like ridiculous. Like everyone's a lesbian. It's about lesbians basically. But please do this.
It's not about lunch.
It's not about it's not about the big lunch. Well, it depends what you're eating, but but do this like after this chat. Do this. Check out the theme music, so like the theme video for the L Word, and it is the worst. It's the worst, music intro thing to anything ever in my life.
I'm really excited about listening.
It's really bad.
To this.
And it ends. It sounds like it's not real. It sounds like it's a joke, and it ends on like a really flat note, which is prolonged. So you're like, oh, what a horrible noise, and then it starts to show. But the thing is, it's like in my head. So there was loads of because she'd watched it, like she did it back to back, like a whole day, like 2 seasons or something in one day, and so it's like ingrained in my head this horrible song. But yeah, check it out.
That's kind of the first 10 seconds of that, and I've had enough. What the hell is that?
It's really bad, but you've got to watch it all the way through and listen to the end bit. But
it's a minute long. I don't know if I've got the intestinal fortitude to make it to the end.
Well, yeah, try doing that like 50 times. That's what I've done now. But it felt a bit like it was my soundtrack to Watch Dogs whilst I was playing it. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. I mean, it's a shame. I don't know if anyone read my review, but it just feels.
I did.
It feels outdated. Yeah. And it's supposed to be new, next gen, whatever. And there are some really cool bits, and I do like some of the aspects to it, but it's nothing new. I hated the characters, and I just don't like the whole like OCD checklist thing that Ubisoft do. And so some of the missions are okay, but I felt like, playing the game, I did all the story stuff, and I did a fair bit of multiplayer stuff as well. And I know there's not been that many people, I don't think, playing the multiplayer stuff, but I actually really enjoy the hacking people, and it's quite cool, like watching them run around trying to find you, and you're like sniggering away in a corner. I quite like that, and I did a lot of like the other little bits and pieces, so I got my fair share out of it. But it was okay. I think it just wasn't what people were expecting. I think they were really expecting an amazing, incredible next-gen experience, and it's not. And the thing is GTA 5 is just a million times better, really, to be honest, and it makes sense.
I think what it is that you from the trailers, when everyone got really hyped about it, you can see that this guy's hacking, and you can go in and delve into kind of people's bank accounts, and you can do this and you can do that, but they're kind of like, it's hard to explain, but they're kind of sort of top line, headline features, but they're kind of the only thing. There's no depth to it. So yes, you can hack the traffic lights, or set a steam vent going, or close a bridge, but that is all you can do. You can't go and do more interesting things, and yes, you can hack everyone that you pass, or that everyone's got a phone kind of thing, but you only get a superficial amount of information about each person. You can't delve into their life entirely and get involved in their life like maybe people thought you could. You can only do a certain number of things, and the system isn't as deep as people thought. But then what you're left with is a game that's filled with too much filler, because it's a Ubisoft game, and it's not as well written or implemented as GTA. So it kind of feels a little bit empty.
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, like the stealth aspect, sometimes going through using the cameras and doing all like the kind of almost strategy part of it, I quite enjoyed. But the thing is as well, like character-wise, and I said this in my review, is that this guy's like pretending like he's like a really, well, depending on how you play it, but really no one gives a fuck. No one's, even if you're really trying to be good, the fact of the matter is that you're going to be driving, you're going to knock over someone and kill them, like you will, and that's why it's like this whole like, I'm an outstanding citizen and I'm going to get someone back, but I just knocked this old woman over and she's dead now and I just don't care.
And I've just robbed somebody of all the money who's got cancer. So
Exactly.
That's great.
But that's the thing. I saw some people sort of saying, well, yeah, it doesn't really sit well because he's supposed to be this kind of social vigilante and but he can and does. You do some horrible things in the playthrough, and the guy's got about as much emotional depth as a beach ball, and it's just like he's just nothing to him. Whereas the same people complaining about kind of the Assassin's Creed games, well, in the Assassin's Creed games, you are an assassin. That's your job. You're supposed to be doing that. That's hello, like what? That's the idea. But then also say the same thing I've seen levied at GTA. Well, GTA 5 was pretty well written, and you've got a psychopath who I did have problems with at the start, Trevor. I mean, the first thing you see him do is kick someone's head in, which is a bit like, it's a bit hard to take. But then you're playing, Franklin is kind of someone who wants to be a career criminal, and Michael is a career criminal. And, the fact that they are robbing cars and, getting involved in shootouts is completely natural to what they're supposed to be doing.
Exactly, yeah.
Characters. Whereas someone trying to avenge, one cousin's or his niece's like death or something, is that guy going to just go and start robbing innocent, patients at a hospital of their life savings or whatever?
Yeah. That's why I think Squaresoft got it right with Tomb Raider. With Tomb Raider, where they with Lara Croft, as in she kills a lot of people in that game.
Yeah. And
in really, really gruesome ways. But then the trailer for the next game, you see her talking to a shrink about all the terrible shit she did in the previous game, They're addressing that side of her. And they're not just thinking, okay, we've got this person who's trying to do right, but still killing hundreds and hundreds of people. Like Uncharted just for loot.
Just about to mention that, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just murdering people. You know, it's like it's insane. It's just for some gold dust. They're just killing everything in sight. It's like
But that's not a serious title, is it? It's not supposed to be like a bit more believable, like Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs, yeah, fair enough.
And I would even say that GTA in a way is a bit more kind of satirical and cartoony than say things like Watch Dogs or Assassin's Creed. They're on a slightly more serious level, but even within those two, Watch Dogs is far less believable than sounds weird to say than Assassin's Creed because the character is just a nut.
He said.
One other thing,
So
what is it with Ubisoft games and Watchtowers and?
It's because it did so well. Yeah, they just. I know, like.
They've got it in every game.
I know they have now.
It's called this thing called filler.
Yeah, it's major filler. I think it's the most boring part of the game.
I liked it in Far Cry 3, to be honest. Like, idea why. I really loved Far Cry 3. Yeah.
Yeah. That game was
there, though, isn't it? But in Assassin's Creed, it was always one of the main things to do, and you can kind of understand that. But they cram so much stuff in that it becomes a bit of a joke, and then you end up with a game like Watch Dogs where there's absolutely loads, and they haven't really paid attention to the main character who you're playing, who's a bit of a horrible person.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's Watch Dogs.
That's Watch Dogs. Cool. What's next?
Well, what is next? I'll tell you. Is so I also did the Walking Dead episode 4. Yes. Oh, hold on, guys. Talk amongst yourselves for a bit.
Pause. Pause this.
Can you hear this? These clicks.
Yeah, just about.
Are they annoying?
No, it's all right.
Okay, that's me playing FIFA.
Playing what? Oh. Give me your best attention.
But I have to say, I am looking forward to the next, the next Far Cry. I think the most this year. I think that's more than Halo and more than anything, to be honest. I'm looking forward to Far Cry.
I was always told by several people to play Far Cry 3, and I didn't because of my experience of Far Cry 2.
Now, oh my god. Really just completely dismiss Far Cry 2 and just forget about it. Just never think that it exists.
I've got malaria.
Oh my god. And I was reading an article about it, and they made it so difficult.
Oh, it is. Everyone attacks you every 10 seconds. You cannot drive even to a mission when you've accepted a mission. You cannot drive 200 yards before someone's started opening up fire on you. And you're like,
but that was done on purpose. They made it that difficult on purpose, and it's to screw with people that are trying to play the game. It's so, I don't know. It's not a game that I would recommend to people. Far Cry 2, but Far Cry 3 it's a massive leap ahead, and they basically all the good stuff from 2.
Yeah.
They put in 3 and made even better.
Yeah, and actually made a proper game.
3 was amazing.
And Far Cry 3 is fantastic.
The reason I'm excited for 4 is purely because of Far Cry Blood Dragon.
I never played that,
Oh my!
Blood Dragon's wicked, but it's essentially a simplified version of 3.
Yeah.
But obviously with a certain style. But
with swearing and 80s neon robot cyborg commandos, it's just amazing.
Ben, you should totally do 3 if you haven't done it.
Yeah, but I've got so many other games on the list.
No, I try and see if you can throw that up a bit higher.
That's you really should. You should get Far Cry 3 or play it at least.
Yeah, I know. I should do. Anyway, right, where were we? We were talking about.
Okay, so I was on talk about Walking Dead episode 4.
Yeah, go on.
So the latest instalment. I know you guys haven't been playing it, but this has to be. It's probably the worst one ever. It's really it's quite boring, to be honest. It's how they did it. There was a thing. I mean, I liked all the episodes from the first series of Telltale's Walking Dead, for this one was it just nothing really happened. It was all like super reflective, and the thing is, they kind of concentrated on one character, who's this female character who kind of only really just got introduced in the episode before, and you think, oh right, yeah, you know, quite cool spending some time with her, and yeah, it just buggers off basically, and you're like, oh right, and it was just a lot of just picking things up and trying to find stuff. And it ended really well. The very end was great, which kind of makes me a bit excited for the last one, thinking hopefully it'll go off. But you know, it was. The thing is, you wait like 2 months or something for these ones.
When is the last one coming out? Do you know?
It'll be soon. They only say when the release date is, like a week before or something like that.
Because I heard that they were waiting on or that somehow they were all linked, as in, because the one I want to play is The Wolf Among Us.
Me too.
But I think that's got Vita written all over it for me anyway. So if it's going to come out on Vita, which apparently I read that there was a good chance that you know, I want them to finish up what else they're doing and just get on with that. Do it.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, I don't know when the second one is, but yeah, I mean, generally as a series, unless it ends on a real massive high point, it's just been a bit lackluster, really, compared to the first one.
I've heard some good. I heard like other things about the last episode. I heard it was pretty good. The last episode from a few people.
Episode 3.
Yeah, episode 4. Sorry. Yeah, some people.
The one that I'm talking about.
Yeah, some people like on a couple of other podcasts said they really enjoyed it. They thought it was really good. Yeah, they thought it was actually pretty good. But I understand you saying if it's just reflective. I can imagine a game like that, a reflective episode of a game like that, being quite boring.
It was just like a lot of the other ones beforehand. There's been a lot happening and a lot of action and all this stuff, but it just felt just really slow, really slow, a lot slower than usual. It was still good. I still, you know, I didn't put it down. You know what I mean? I still enjoyed it and still completed it. And there were some bits like, you're trying to get up this girl, like you're trying to hurry her up to kind of get her out whilst these zombies are attacking, and that bit was pretty tense. That's pretty good. But a lot of it's like, we need to figure out a way of attracting the zombies. Oh, okay, I will use this horn. Oh, I can't. I have to keep using the horn. Okay, well I can. And it's just like, it turns into like a point and click. But the worst aspects of point and click, it's like where this puzzle's actually really super obvious, and you're just like, yeah, come on. Like, I know what I have to do. Let's just hurry up and do it. At least make it either interesting or just don't fucking do it at all. So yeah, it was alright. But I mean, so that was the most recent one. I won't review it on the site, I don't think, until I've done all 5, because I keep doing it in bits, and I know, you know, there's maybe I should do it like that, but I just think it's better just to do it as a whole, really, and that's how. You know, as you were saying, Bubba, like a lot of people like yourself play it as a whole anyway, rather than waiting episode by episode.
Is it only going to be 5 episodes?
I think so, yeah, because right at the beginning when it's, you know...
Sam, you've gone again.
And there was 5 and 6.
You've gone again.
How about now?
Yeah.
You're fine now.
Complete. Okay. Yes, there'll be 5. Is the answer. Oh man, I can't wait to go through all this later on and cut the stuff out.
Right, what's next?
That'll be fun. Yeah, I know. I'm getting tired now as well, as you can probably tell. One quick thing I was saying, it's the last thing that I'll talk about myself, and then we can go on to Lost Planet 3 and all that.
Okay.
Oh, please. Yes, please. Is playing Final Fantasy X. Who's played Final Fantasy X here?
I've played it towards almost before the end boss, and then
yeah, that's right, you did say.
Picked it up.
Not touched it.
10 years.
Okay, well and maybe go on YouTube and check this out, but whenever the main character, who I've called Sam, who I always do for main characters in Final Fantasy.
Tidus.
Huh? Tidus, that's it, Tidus. Good one. Ben, are you like making origami or something like that?
No, not me.
I think it's Bubba.
It's me, sorry.
That was FIFA.
He's actually playing FIFA. I was talking to us probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what? So
This is the most professional podcast we've done so far.
By a million. So when you hear what?
Sorry.
You trash talking your opponent.
No, I was like, by a million what?
Oh, I thought you said bye, as in you were going.
Yeah. Bye.
Or you nutmeg someone in FIFA and you go, bye.
No.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Sorry, back on track.
Back on track. God, it's been built up now. Actually, it's not even that funny. When Tidus is doing his monologues, it sounds a little bit like Ray Liotta in Goodfellas.
What?
Have a listen. Go on YouTube or whatever. Have a listen to it, and then imagine that over Goodfellas, and I think it could work quite nicely.
I really want to hear that.
Yeah, listen to it. I'm literally listening to it, going, it sounds exactly like Ray Liotta in Goodfellas. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a gangster. So I'm expecting him to come out with. So yeah, just playing that, I kind of laughed to myself, thinking of. And then it kind of cuts back to him being some stupid, like, teenage kid. So yeah, I don't know what people think about that, but have a look and tell me if maybe it's just me.
It might be.
It might be. So has anyone completed anything else?
Well, Lost Planet 3, Sam.
Did you finish it?
Worth it?
Well, that's debatable whether I finished it. No. No, absolutely terrible, basically. I've put a review up on the site, and I know you say surprised, but the first game was amazing. The second game, not so much.
Right.
But the third game, wow! What the hell, man? So I don't know if you've ever seen it in action, but as in the general premise is you're on a cold planet and you need this energy thing, this like energy thing that's dropped by all the creatures on the planet. You need it to survive and stay warm because it's really cold, right? And then you battle creatures of increasing size, and they come as like massive giant crabs or kind of wood lice that are kind of 1 story high and 10-story high crabs and all this other kind of stuff. Lots of crabs. Anyway,
that's a problem.
It's great, and in the first one, it's great. And then you get this mech that you're zooming around in, and some of the fights are in that, and you're fighting against snow pirates and all this. And the plot is just almost incomprehensible. Anyway, in the second game, much of the same. The plot was even more gibberish because it was basically just almost a single player campaign to kind of fit a multiplayer focused game. So it was really weird, and it was really weirdly put together. And then the third game, they've kind of gone the opposite way. So it's heavy on the plot, almost to the point of you're very rarely ever playing the game if not watching a cutscene or a loading scene. Loading scenes are loading screens are unbelievable. They're honestly every 5 or 6 minutes of playtime, and they've kind of ruined it. It's more of a survival horror. The mech is now so slow and you can't do anything with it, and it's still got this annoying aspect where there's some of the bosses can be really kind of unfair. You think you've pressed the button in time and it doesn't.
They bully you.
Show. It's just it's just digital bullying. It's just nonsense, right? So then to all this, you as a long time fan of the series, you're thinking, oh, this is pretty shitty. What's going on? And then you come up against some of the bosses where there's quick time events involved. Now, I hate quick time events. I think.
Oh mate, that's shit.
Awful. And some of them in this game are beyond the pale. They're literally to the point of they flash up whether you have to hit a shoulder button or whatever, and by the time you've hit it, it's already too late, right? It's already too late by the time it's flashed up on the screen, unless you're like Superman and you've got like the quickest reactions ever known to man, right?
And is known for being great at computer games, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Famous. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I fucking hate it. And strong. But there were some good fun parts, but it's just a completely broken video game. And
is there going to be a Lost Planet 5 or 4, whatever it is?
They would need to sack the designer of Lost Planet 4 or 3. Sorry, you've got me confused now. They would need to sack him and get someone else. It's just rubbish. It's really rubbish.
How did it sell?
No idea. Probably not very well. I mean, I think it sold better than the second one, but yeah, I don't think it was a wild success.
Fair
Well,
enough.
are they going to do another one? Do you know?
I have no idea. I mean, that's the thing. They seem to have on one level they've kept the kind of core gameplay experience, but they've kind of cramped it with so many kind of new little gameplay features and like the survival horror and the quick time events and all the loading screens and all this, that you're hardly ever actually playing the game that you like, and it's just all these other aspects in there. And they've kind of turned it into an open world game as well, but it's not open world. It's like kind of this illusion of this kind of hub world, and it's rubbish. Anyway, yeah, avoid that.
I don't know why I've never been like into the Lost Planet games. I played a demo, I think, of the first one, and I was like, this is shit. Like, I don't know why it had an audience.
Yeah, I mean,
the first one's great. The first one is absolutely great, but
I just found it a little bit very Capcom.
It's very Capcom, yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I wasn't really in the mood for that at that moment, and I don't think I ever will be again, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood for it, so it's gone back.
Quickly.
Yeah.
I know this wasn't on the agenda, but really quickly, speaking of Capcom, you know they're making Resident Evil 1 again?
What do you mean, making it again? Didn't they already do it again on GameCube or something?
They're doing it again for Xbox One and PS4.
Oh god, who cares?
Oh, let's remake all the old games.
Yeah. And, we've been talking about Sleeping Dogs. They're remaking that.
Yeah, I saw that. That'd be worth it. One thing
I
I was
haven't played that though, so it might be alright.
Yeah, that will be good. It's definitely worth playing. Does that mean, right, that in the original Resident Evil games, you've got that fucking crap video sequence at the beginning?
Yeah.
Does that, I'm guessing that either they've found that footage and they can do that, HD it up or something like that, or will it be like really still massively pixelated and then go to the really not like where the actual gameplay is looking better than the video?
It's gonna be.
That's really something.
It's gonna be really like shit. Probably. They want to keep it like the original, I think.
Barry, did anyone remember that Resident Evil? God, talk about this now. I've gone mad. The Resident Evil sex thing, where they put all together all the sound clips.
No.
I don't know where you'd find it. I've got it somewhere buried, like when I was from like 14 or something. Where someone had taken the sound clips out and basically made it sound like they were all in like one big orgy, and it's a lot funnier than how I make it sound. I don't know where you'd find it. I don't even know if it exists anymore, but I'll see if I can drag it out from somewhere. But yeah, it's really funny. It's only like 2 minutes long or something. But they're using all the zombie noises as well, so you've got all the like yeah and all that. And then they use the blood noise, so it's like like where the blood obviously used in a pornographic sense in that way. Check it out. Check out all this stuff. There's so much for you guys to do once we finish. You're going to be wanting to check out tonight.
I'm excited.
Or never again. Okay. Is there anything else that anyone got to chat about?
There was something that you just reminded me of about redoing games and terrible resolution of things, but I don't know did either of you have a Mega CD back in the day?
No, a friend did.
No.
I had a Mega CD. It was amazing, and there was this game called Night Trap.
Yeah, that got banned and all this stuff.
I think it got banned in a couple of places, but recently it featured on Charlie Brooker's How Video Games Changed the World, and it wasn't necessarily that it was an amazing game, but that it also kind of introduced this voyeurism, and also that it's full motion video, which had not really been in games much before, and it's kind of this really weird game where you control the CCTV footage and the security traps around a large house filled with college-aged girls, all in there.
Wonderful.
And you're defending them from all these kind of ninjas that come in and try and abduct them, and it's just so weird. But anyway,
so did you have it then? Did you have it?
Yeah, I played it. Yeah, it was in 1992.
Jesus.
So a long
Is it any good? enjoy it?
I don't know. At the time, it was probably pretty interesting. I can't really remember too much about it at the time now. But yeah, so there's been a Kickstarter to remaster it and release it on current consoles.
Bloody hell.
So there it is.
That'd be fun.
I bet you it's going to get funded.
Yeah, well, it will if it's already been. Usually, when you hear about these things, then they're
It's
pretty
on
much
its
on
way.
their way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be interesting.
They want
Will it?
they want $330,000 and they're $16,000 towards it. So they're nowhere near at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, there's a bit
There's
of
a
promotion
month to
for
go,
them.
so they haven't been going very long.
Well, you never know. Maybe this is it. If we get enough people talking about it, it'll happen. Night crap. Hey, did you write that one down?
No.
Copyright. Done it.
Copyright, Sam.
Copyrighted it. Done.
No.
That is, yeah. I mean, we've all had one of those, and they're never very good. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, if no one else has got anything else to say, then I think that's it.
The speaker is now becoming audible. He's obviously an intense match.
Mate, it's so
Really
intense. I'm 6-5 down. 6-5. Yeah, I'm losing by 1 goal in a 6-5 game.
He's actually just sitting there with a controller with his eyes closed.
I'm Ray Charlton.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll leave Bubba play his FIFA. So yep, that's it. If you click over to thewildboar.com, BORE.com, for more gaming features, or you can follow us on Twitter at thewildboaruk, or email us on thewildboartv@gmail.com. If you have any questions or opinions, or if you want to discuss a bit further about some of the stuff we talked about today, then great. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Adios.